Today on Hidden Secrets Revealed Live, Federal Reserve cut the federal funds rates by 25 basis points. Today, September 17th, 2025, the Federal Reserve cut the federal funds rate by 25 basis points, thus lowering the target range to 4.00% to 4.25%. It's the first reduction in 2025. The Fed signaled that additional cuts may follow. This is in response to signs of a weakening labor market and slower economic growth. The Fed lowered rates amid political pressure from President Trump. Regardless of Trump, they would have lowered rates anyway. The main drivers for the September 2025 rate cut were economic concerns, especially a weakening labor market and stalling job growth. Why? The Federal Reserve has a dual mandate, that is, to promote maximum employment. They also want stable prices, as well as moderate long term interest rates in the US economy. The law also tasks the Fed with supporting moderate interest rates. The Fed signaled a data driven approach and asserts its independence. Okay, Chair Jerome Powell makes decisions in response to worsening employment trends, not political factors. What's so funny about that? HSRL is a production of Safe New Media. Before you keep watching, let me tell you who this is not for. This show is not for you if you take yourself too seriously, if you are a seeker. Let me be your guide to discover accurate truth for yourself. Let me help you increase the quality and effectiveness of your life by revealing to you the hidden secrets of the universe. It's the only podcast of its kind right now on this subject, going live on X. Therefore, the most popular live stream podcast, live right now on this subject, going live on X. This show is specifically for those who are seeking new perspectives, fresh ideas, and a willingness to explore new possibilities. My intention is to help investors like you stay ahead of the curve and make the most out of emerging opportunities. Today on HSRL. Today is September 17th, 2025. We will look back at this and laugh at me. But the Federal Reserve did the unthinkable. They cut the federal funds rate by 25 basis points. You know what a basis point is? It's like a regular point, but it went to Harvard. So 25 BPS, huh? You know what that's like? Shaving a single hair off the economy's already balding head and calling it a full makeover. The target range down 4.00% to 4.25%. You know what else has that exact same range? My credit score after I tried to day trade crypto in 2021. First cut of the year. And they're winking at us, saying, oh, there might be more where that came from. Why? Because the labor market's weakening. You know what's weak? Calling it weakening. Call it what it is, a reckoning. Because if they keep rates any higher, someone's going to get wrecked. Now, job growth's stalling like a 98 Honda Civic on the Jersey Turnpike. And the whole economy's slowing down faster than my metabolism after 50. Now, I know what you're thinking. Trump, it's all Trump. The guy's been pressuring Jerome Powell, right? He's like a nagging housewife who nags you to clean out the garage. But you were going to do it anyway because your Mazda Miata won't fit in there anymore. Cut the rates, Jerome. Make America borrow again. And yeah, amid all that political noise, they lowered them. But here's the kicker. They would have done it anyway, folks, regardless of Trump. The main drivers, economic concerns, real ones. Like, hey, folks are losing jobs faster than you can say basis points. The Fed's got this dual mandate, see? Promote maximum employment and stable prices, low, stable inflation, moderate, long term interest rates. The law even tasks them with supporting moderate interest rates. It's like they're a tightrope walker juggling fireballs. One side's get everyone a job, the other side's don't let prices go nuts. And if they fall, boom, recession. Or worse, McDonald's tears up my resume again. Maximum employment and stable prices. That's like me having a dual mandate to eat healthy and finish this sleeve of Oreos. One of these things is getting prioritized, and it ain't the vegetables, pal. They're cutting rates to fix a weakening labor market, which means maximum employment just got a whole lot less maximum. But wait, Chair Jerome Powell's out there, cool as a cucumber in a walk in freezer. He's insisting it's all data driven. We're independent, he says. No politics here, only the numbers talking. And the numbers are screaming, worsening employment trends. Not Trump tweets, not election year voodoo, only cold, hard stats saying, Jerome, buddy, the jobs train's derailed. So they cut. They signal more cuts. Data driven approach. Independence asserted. Like a teenager slamming the door. I'm doing this way. I'm doing it my way, Dad. You ever think about that? The most powerful economic wizards in the world playing chess with your mortgage while pretending they're not glancing at the White House Ouija board. Weakening labor market, they say. I'll tell you what's weakening. My patience with the Federal Reserve. How did they get in power anyway? The guys who opposed the forming went down in the Titanic, but that's another story. We have these 12 people in a room deciding the financial fate of 330 million Americans. They decide whether your mortgage payment should bankrupt you or not. And Jerome Powell, this guy's making decisions about employment trends. You know who should be making decisions about employment? Employers. Revolutionary concept, I know. It's like having a sommelier named Francois who's never tasted wine. He tells you which bottle pairs best with your existential threat, right? The best part, they're signaling more cuts might come. Signaling means we have no idea what we're doing, but we're going to do it with confidence. But seriously, folks, cutting rates because employment is weak, that's like prescribing cocaine for insomnia. Sure, it might work short term, but you're going to have some wild side effects down the road. At least when the economy crashes again, we'll all be broke together. There's something beautiful about that kind of equality, you know? It reminds me of socialism. Can't get ahead? Bring everyone down with you. Thank you. You've been a wonderful economy. That's my time. Got to get back to work. Share this, retweet on X, subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify. If you're watching on YouTube on the Safe New Media channel, you right now need to hit subscribe, pummel that little notification bell into submission. It really does help the channel grow. Listen, you're allowed to make fun of me only if your jokes are funny and you get my name right. Now, you don't have to do this, but you can visit my X profile to learn more. It's not necessary to follow me on X, but now you can follow Safe New Media. Follow at Safe New Media on X, FKA Twitter. Whatever you decide, team up with me to bring about serious advancement for each other. The plan is for our community to share with each other the systems, the processes, and workflows that we are successfully using in order to help each other grow. That's why I invite you to belong higher. Belong higher. Join our community. Join our inner circle on Telegram. It's free. There's a link to it at the top of the Safe New Media X profile. I want to give loyal listeners of this podcast something. Free gift for you if you want to start a podcast but feel imposter syndrome. You can get a copy of the Anti Imposter Podcast Starter Kit at safenew.media. That's safenew.media. What I'm about to tell you next will shock you.
This is not an offer, solicitation of an offer to buy or sell securities. Past performance is not an indication of future results. Investing involves risk and may result in partial or total loss. Prospective investors should carefully consider investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses, and should consult with a tax or legal advisor before making any investment decision.
Today, owning a home costs it, listen to me, people. Owning a home now costs $52K more per year than renting. Families are stuck as forever renters. We're seizing this shift, buying 100 plus unit assets in growth markets. Few get in. Why? We don't need more money. We're looking for investors aligned with our values. We're improving quality of life at scale for hardworking families. Secure your place on our waitlist. Go to inveresta.com. You can now subscribe to our newsletter. That secures your place. Discover which locations qualify. You'll receive our investment strategy criteria. Okay, that's when you sign up at inveresta.com. It's the criteria that we use to avoid investing in the wrong location. Why is that important to limited partners? Because the easiest way to lose your money is to buy real estate in the wrong location. If you're an LP, don't put your money with GPs who don't pay attention to buying in the right location with the right amount of job growth, population growth, and median household income, house condo value, low crime. They have to hit certain levels. When you subscribe, you secure your place on our waitlist for the next opportunity. Most real estate people tell you to invest in your backyard. What if your backyard is a terrible location? Avoid losing money in a bad location. Hit me up on our X profile at Inveresta. Retail investors can send me a DM there to let me know what kind of investment opportunities you are looking for. Accredited investors can get in touch with me today. Call my office, go to inveresta.com. Accredited investors only. This is not an offer or solicitation to the general public. Last thing before I let you go, I want to invite you to subscribe to Methods of Prosperity newsletter. This is for anyone who agrees that success leaves clues. We've gone into depth on billionaires, including Larry Ellison and Elon Musk. There's some arguments if Larry Ellison really is has a higher net worth than Elon Musk. The whole thing is silly. The point is to pay attention to what you can learn from people like this who have done amazing things, who have found financial freedom. I believe that understanding what makes them tick grants us insight to our own journey. Go to safenewmedia.com/newsletter. Methods of Prosperity newsletter is intended to share ideas and build relationships. To become a billionaire, one must first be conditioned to think like a billionaire. You can subscribe now for free at safenewmedia.com/newsletter. Thanks for making this the most popular live stream at this hour on this subject, broadcasting on X, formerly known as Twitter. Hidden Secrets Revealed Live is a production of Safe New Media, unconventional, diversified, global digital media company devoted to the practice, administration, and dissemination of the ideologies of its founder, moi, yours truly. I like you, but don't take my word for it. Decide for yourself.